how to become better at what they do. So I already did this. Am I going backwards here? Okay. All right. Our PSAT, ACT, the skills, we teach test-taking techniques based on our warning system. We do not do what 99.4% of the SAT and ACT prep companies do. We do not reteach high school. That's why you get into these 30 and 60-hour programs, and it takes you 6 weeks, and they charge you by the minute to sit on your butt to go to one of these centers and give me a break. We use an iterative process. We tell our people to take SATs and ACTs multiple times. The program that I use right now was actually designed for the Duke Talent Identification Program for 6th and 7th graders. The reason I designed it for them, because first year that our school participated in this, how many of you are familiar with this, by the way? Okay, the Duke University tries to find the top 3% of the students in the 6th and 7th grade, and they have them take an SAT or an ACT. And once they do that, and they do well, they get on these colleges' radars. And the colleges begin to try to pre-admit them. You get a student in this program, you've got the yellow brick road, except maybe for dusting it off a little bit. So we push real hard to get our younger students in here. Well, the first year we did this, all my 7th graders qualified. All of them. And every one of them got state or national recognition on this. I had to design a program because these kids had not had algebra and geometry. Most of them had not had the vocabulary. We had to do something to move these kids to the front. So I designed the program so that a 6th or 7th grader could use it. I designed the math program so that you don't have to have algebra or geometry in order to get the math questions correct. I designed it so that people could learn how to beat the test, not learn algebra and geometry over and over and over again. We had so much success with this. I'm going to give you an example. Let's look at this one here. Now, most kids, when they see this, would either guess or just skip it, because it appears to be pretty complicated. Here's how I teach. What's this thing? God, shut up here, computer. Here's how I teach 6th and 7th graders to do this kind of math. It's called the function and factor rule. I teach them a series of rules. There are only 4 functions: add, subtract, multiply, and divide. There is no 5th function. All you have to do is figure out what the factors are, the numbers you're working with, figure out what the function is, and the problem, the question, will tell you the answer. Example. See, the area of each circle is 4 pi, so we got 4 pi, okay? And altogether, that's what? 12 pi, right? Okay, now, we have to, that's our factors there, 12 pi. Now, it's the area of the squares minus the area of the circles, isn't it? Okay, so guess what? The answer has to contain minus 12 pi, doesn't it? Okay, so you can eliminate every answer that doesn't have minus 12 pi. So let's do some inductive reasoning here. Pi is 3.14. Well, if you put it over here, that's more than 24, isn't it? Right? You can eliminate that, and so using process elimination and a function and factor rule, you get the answer correct. This is considered a very difficult problem, by the way, because a lot of people miss it. How much math did we do? None. Can a 7th grader handle it? Yeah. Can an 11th grader handle it? I can handle it. Yeah. And these are the tricks that we use. Let me show you this one here. Function and factor rule. This is whatever this problem is. I mean, you got AB up here. No matter what happens in this problem, AB will not be separated. There is nothing going on in the problem that's going to make, so you can eliminate everything that doesn't have A and B together. Okay? Well, look, this is the same thing, and it's not going to be the same thing over here. So you eliminate that one, and process elimination. Can your kids benefit from this?
Yeah.
Okay. Square piece of wood, 7 foot on the side. It's cut diagonally. Approximately, what is the perimeter? You know the trick? Yeah, it's just the perimeter here. Okay, we got this perimeter. It's 7 on the side, so it's going to be 28. That's the maximum of the perimeter. So everything 28 and above you can eliminate. All right? Okay, look at this, and it's got to be at least 21. So everything 21 below can be eliminated, and so that's the correct answer. It's called the range rule. You take a high value and low value, and you do the range rule. You figure out what's in between. Can your kids do this? Here's some of our scores. This is juniors, by the way. This is juniors. Last year we only had juniors take the ACT because I wanted to get a baseline. Okay, let's see, 99, 96, 95, 94, 94, 92, 89, 92. These are juniors, okay? Based on these scores, there are 1,352 colleges in the country that would give them full scholarships on these scores alone.